Hey everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab. In this video, I want to talk about dealing with losses in spam clicking. Spam clicking is a very powerful and probably the best ever reversal trading strategy in binary options. And if you looked at my most recent video, my video just before this one, I gave you a peek into my own trading account. So the video was like a peek into the account of a spam clicker. So basically, in that video, what I want you to understand is that along the way, you will encounter losses, and this can happen for various reasons. For instance, sometimes is that you're not concentrating. Okay, that's one. Sometimes there is, like sudden price movement. That's two. Sometimes you are actually, not on the right time frame, or maybe in the midst of the trade, conditions change. So there are different things that can cause you to lose. However, one thing that is very important that you understand, and I want to emphasize this again and again and again, make sure you get this, okay? And this is something that a lot of people who are in my copy trading group, actually most of you who are in this program, you got to know about it through my copy trading group anyway. So, like for a lot of the good traders that we copy, we notice that some of them that we copy, these good traders, they even if they lose, okay, when the next trade, they're not trying to recoup for that loss, but just to balance it out first. Okay, they're not okay, or rather, they're trying to recoup the loss, but not try to recoup plus extra. You see what the difference is? So here's the thing. Okay, when you spam click, there'll be a lot of videos in the case study section of this training course where I show you the process of the spam clicking, and although like sometimes I click very fast and you can hear the sound of the mouse clicking as well. However, I would like you to recognize that I don't just simply do it, okay? There are timings that I do it. For example, okay, this is let's say we were buying into an reversal to the upside, right? And so we have that little green doji thing, and then it kind of comes back again, but higher than the base, and it moves up, and it comes back down again, and so every time and that dips, we actually trying to get an entry. So let's say if we get an entry here and it goes up, maybe we only got in like 2 clicks, and so be it. Okay, let it go. Okay, and then but sometimes it goes up, we got already 2 clicks in, and it comes down, we get in maybe another 2 clicks, and it goes up, and then it comes down a little bit more, and then we take a few clicks in. So basically, okay, and this is all taught in those other videos, in the case studies and so on, and also like my talk through videos. But the whole process of this spam clicking, what I want you to understand from what I just mentioned to you is that it is price action dependent. Okay, it is not like, oh, I'm just gonna click like crazy. And your previous setup has nothing to do with this setup as well. Okay, so even if you lost the last setup and you gave up on that one, maybe your internet went down, broker went out, screen went dead, no charts running on your terminal. Basically, you just let it be. Okay, so maybe on that last setup that you picked, it was good for 25 bucks, but it lost. Okay, it doesn't mean that this setup you got to make at least 25, or sorry, in order to make the 25 bucks on pure side, they probably required about 14 bucks. So in this current setup, you're not out there to cover the 14. Okay, it would be great if you did, but if you can even just like if this setup is only worth 9 bucks, then take the 9. Okay, we're not going to try to force 50 bucks out of a $9 setup, because like I said, the entries to the spam clicking is price action dependent. Okay, there's a lot of people who even the traders and the broker, that sometimes we ever copied some of these people. Okay, and good grief, we had things like called stop balance, and that actually prevent us from their meltdown days. What is a meltdown? A meltdown is when one of these traders, they kind of like just lost it, when they just went crazy with the clicking, and maybe they're doing, if they're a spam trader, maybe they're only doing about 5 to 9 clicks per setup, but all of a sudden, what the heck, 22 clicks, 50 clicks in the setup. And what they're really just doing over there is that they're kind of like mechanically martingale. Okay, they're not doing it by making bigger trades, but they're actually putting more clicks, which is stupid. Okay, so what is the correct way of doing it? Okay, like sometimes if you, and I do this sometimes too. Okay, um, I don't. If I want to recover some, I don't do it by putting in more clicks, but instead, I click in my usual way based on the price action, but I have a bigger trade size. So, what that means is that if I'm usually starting out with these $2 clicks, okay, I'm going to do a little bit different because if I lost a lot of stuff, maybe this setup, I'm going to do 250, I'm going to do 260, I'm going to do 270, I'm going to do $3. And if I recover this, I get back to 2. But when I am trading at this higher trade size, okay, why do I say do this? Because the way that we click when we spam click is strategic. Okay, it is not simply because you feel like it, so you just click and click away. It's not like that. So if you don't get what I'm trying to say here, watch this video another 1 or 2 times because this video is very important because I want you to visualize that when you go out there and do spam clicking, every setup is its own deal. Some setups will make you some small money, some setups will make you medium money, and some setups will make you a lot of money. And there are also the kind of setups where like the double bottoms, the triple bottoms. I'll have another video to train you about identifying and profiting from these double bottom and triple bottom setups. But in the meantime, I hope you get what I'm trying to explain here about how do you cope with the loss. Martingale is not the way, and because price action, clicking based on price action is strategic, okay, and also every setup is worth different. So practice these concepts, and you go very very far in the art of spam clicking. Bye for now.